Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. So today I'm going to be solving question 3 from your tutorial sheet. We're still looking at sets. We're still on sets. So I'm going to be solving tutorial sheet 1 from tutorial sheet 1 which is question 3. And then if you need this solution on YouTube, if you want to watch this solution on YouTube, there is this part here. In case you don't have the link to this question, you can just type #TS1 Q3 and then you put CBU at the end. So the reason why I advise you to put CBU at the end for Mlungushu University and for other institutions like Apex, UNZA, I put different initials there at the end. So for you have to put CBU. So we're still looking at sets, and this is question 3 from your tutorial sheet. The first question says, the question says let A be equal to this, then B be equal to that, C be equal to that, and then the universal set is that. The first question is find B complement. So whenever you're writing this, whenever you are answering such questions, you first have to know what it means when we say complement, and then apart from that you also take into consideration the universal set. Don't forget about it. Alright, so the first question here is B complement, and then when you look at B here, B is 2, 4, 6. So when you talk about B complement, you write all the numbers which are not in B, all the elements which are not in B. So these elements, you write those elements which are not in B but they are in the universal set. That's what it means by B complement. And when you look at the universal set, is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then B is 2, 4, 6, meaning you're just going to remove 2, 4 and 6 from the universal set. What you remain with is your solution, that's B complement. So you can see this is the solution for B complement there. So this is B complement, and then we quickly move on to A union B. So A union B, union means you are adding two sets together, but make sure that if there are common elements between the two sets, you don't repeat them, you don't write them more than once. So we have A union B there. A and B, when you combine them, A and B, you discover to say you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then here you have 2, 4, 6. So as I said, you can check for the common elements. You can see to say 2 is common, 2, and 4 is common, 4 is common. So these common elements, you don't have to list them two times here. You just list them once. So in other words, you're just getting 6 and adding it to A. We come up with A union B. You move on to the third question, which is A intersection B. So intersection simply means we're looking for the common elements between the two given sets, two or more given sets. So the common elements between A and B, 2 and 4. These same ones which I marked earlier, which is 2, we have 2 there, and then we have 4 there, we have 4 there. So these common elements are the ones that you list. So we move on to this one here, A union B complement. So we already have A union B here. So when you say A union B complement, meaning we're going to list whatever that is in the universal set, but it is not in A union B. So in other words, we're going to list the universal set excluding A union B. And when you look at A union B, it's just from 1 to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the universal set is starting from 0. So when you're listing A union B complement, we're going to list starting with 0, then we proceed 7, 8. So that is our A union B complement. We quickly move on to this one here, which is A intersection B complement. We already have A intersection B there, which is 2 and 4. So meaning if we say A intersection B complement, we're going to list A intersection, we're going to list the universal set and then excluding A intersection B, meaning we're going to list whatever that is not in A intersection B but it is in the universal set. So this is the solution for this is for A union B complement, then A intersection B complement. That's what we have. So that is our A intersection B complement. So we move on to this one. On this one, pay particular attention because a lot of people miss it and misunderstand it. So when you've been told to say find C minus B, these are called the set differences. So set differences, when you look at C minus B is just the same as C intersection B complement. That is C minus B. So C minus B is just the same as C intersection B complement. So in other words, you just combine B complement, which we already have here. B complement, you combine it with what? You find the common elements between B complement and C. So the common elements there, as you can see, we only have 3 there, 3 there, and 5. So the common elements that we have are just 3 and 5. So this is what I'm just from explaining. C intersection B complement is just the same as C minus B. We quickly move on to the next question, which is question 7, which is U minus A intersection B minus C. So here what you first need to do is you simplify the sets. So you simplify the sets. So we know to say U, let me start with the first part. So U minus A is just the same as U minus A is just the same as U intersection A complement. So U intersection A complement is just the same as U minus A. And then U intersection A complement, the universal set intersection any subset of that universal set is just that same subset. So universal set intersection A complement is just the same as A complement. So universal set intersection any set is just that same set. So we're done with the first part there. So let's now quickly, or let me just remove these brackets. We quickly move on to this other question, to this other part. So this other part says B minus C complement. So we have intersection, and then B minus C complement, we know to say this is just the same as B intersection C complement. But remember there is a complement outside this complement there. So we put it there. We'll use now De Morgan's rule to simplify these sets. So according to De Morgan's rule, when you're distributing the complement there, the sign there changes from intersection to universal. If it's to union. If it's union, it will change to intersection. So here what we're going to have is B complement union C. Of course, this complement and that complement will cancel. Then this complement will go on B as well. Then we write our intersection there. So we have this. So the first thing that we have to find there is B complement union C. So we already have B complement there. We combine it with C. So we have 0, 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. So in other words, we're just adding this 4 to this set to make B complement union C. So we're going to have 1, 0, 1, 3, and then we put a 4 there, then 5, 7, 8. Then we found B complement union C. Then we intersect it with A complement. A is this one, and then A complement, meaning we write whatever that is not in A, but it's in the universal set. Right, let me just write what I'm saying here. Let me show you what I'm saying. So look at this. This is what I did after simplifying. I got this, and then this is our A complement is just 0, 6, 7, 8, and then you intersect it with B complement union C, which is this part, and then the final answer you get is that. So let's move on to the last question. The last question says A union C minus B. Of course, we first have to deal with what is in the brackets. What is in the brackets there by following BODMAS. So C minus B is just the same as C intersection B complement. So you first find C intersection B complement, and then you come and unite it with A. So C intersection B complement, so is just 3 and 5. 3 and 5, and then unite it with A. Find the union set between A and C intersection B complement. And then that's your answer there. So thank you very much for watching today's tutorial. Kindly subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out the videos that I'm going to be posting later on. So today I've started making the tutorial videos. I had an issue with the laptop, that's why I delayed, and then I've managed to fix my laptop. So please make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you watch whatever video that I'm going to be posting. So I'll be solving these tutorial sheets every day. I'll be solving questions, so I'll make sure that I'll solve all the tutorial sheets that your university is going to produce. So make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss out the videos that I'm going to be posting. And don't forget, I'm creating a new group on Telegram. If you don't have a Telegram app, please download so that you don't miss out. I'm going to create a group on Telegram. That's where I'll be posting these tutorial videos. That other mini group, I'll just leave it for lecture videos only. In the main group, I'll just be posting lecture videos, and then for tutorial videos, I'll be posting on the Telegram group. See you in the next tutorial video. Don't forget to subscribe. Shalom, shalom.